Y'all, Tiffany Haddish is in a hot mess because not only is she losing money and going broke, she is also losing friends because her BFF, Jada Smith, just cut her off and banned her from her life. Things aren't looking good for Tiffany right now because her life has been a big pile of chaos lately. But why would Jada cut her off, and does she know something we don't? Y'all know how they say there ain't no love in Hollywood? Yeah, Tiffany Haddish is learning this the hard way because everybody is distancing themselves from her, even her long-term pals Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. And this probably has a lot to do with her recent scandals. Child, you know it's bad when Jada, of all people, is distancing herself from you because we all know that Jada has had more than her fair share of scandals.
I got into an entanglement with August, that's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes.
To be fair to Jada, most of the backlash she gets is because people feel like she's mean towards Will and often embarrasses him by revealing his secrets, and her scandals are tame when compared to Tiffany's insane scandals. In Tiffany's case, people just feel like she is a horrible person, period. This is because of the nature of her scandals, and people have just generally started seeing a different side of her than we used to. Things started falling apart for Tiffany when she was exposed for making creepy content involving kids, and it was really bad. Tiffany bonded with a single mother who was going through a divorce, and she claimed to have found movie roles for the woman's 2 kids. While this wasn't exactly a lie, the roles she had the kids play were super inappropriate for their ages. For the girl, Tiffany tried to make her eat a sandwich on camera in a suggestive manner, kind of like she was given a you-know-what. The girl was unable to do this, and this made Tiffany so mad that she sent the girl off the set and paid her only $100. But compared to what Tiffany made the boy do, this was nothing. Tiffany made the boy shoot a video with her and Aries Spears titled "The Mind of a Pedophile," and this just tells us how messed up the video was. The boy was touched inappropriately, had baby oil rubbed all over him, and for some reason, he was in his underwear the entire time. He was so traumatized that he burst into tears on set, and when the kid's mother reached out to Tiffany to ask what had happened, Tiffany lied that the boy had been uncooperative and she wouldn't let her see the video, claiming that it had been deleted because the boy was uncooperative. Again, this was a big fat lie because she and Aries ended up posting the video. And guess what? The video was so bad that even the site where it was uploaded had to take it down. Anywho, Tiffany got sued by the girl who kept her identity anonymous. Now, Tiffany could have saved herself if she had handled this with grace, but she decided to threaten the girl and had her lawyer release a nasty statement on her behalf. He said, "Plaintiff's mother has been trying to assert these bogus claims against Miss Haddish for several years. Every attorney who has initially taken on her case, and there were several, ultimately dropped the matter once it became clear that the claims were meritless and Miss Haddish would not be shaken down. Now, Miss Morris has her adult daughter representing herself in this lawsuit. The two of them will together face the consequences of pursuing this frivolous action." She probably thought her celebrity status would have people on her side, but girl, was she wrong, because she got smoked online because people were coming for her left and right. She tried to do some damage control saying, "I know people have a bunch of questions, I get it, I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little that I can say right now. But clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all, and I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can." But it was already too late because she was getting canceled heavily, and not just online, because she was also getting blacklisted like crazy in Hollywood because nobody was offering her roles anymore.
Is that something?
Oh, I lost everything. All my gigs gone.
Really?
Everything gone.
So, I mean, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is that's a bad look. But now that they've changed face, you know,
I
you
don't
feel
know,
like
bro.
you regain your.
I don't have no job.
But somehow that's not the worst of it, because many industry people have also started distancing themselves from her. Like how Law Roach exposed Tiffany for being so mouthy that she ruined his relationship with some people in the industry.
Again, I ruined relationships for trying to protect and trying to elevate Tiffany.
Like how?
Just, like calling her like, listen, you should be getting this. Like, I've done a deal like this before. You should be trying to get this type of money. And she, Tiffany is very much Law said that this, said she don't know how to filter this shit. She don't know how to be slick about it. She's gonna say what it is, you know what I mean?
So basically, whenever Law Roach felt like she was being lowballed or underpaid by people in the industry, based on what he knew other people were getting paid, he would tell her. He did this because he genuinely cared about her and wanted to see her win. But then Tiffany would go back to the companies and be like, Law Roach said y'all trying to finesse me. And of course, that caused a lot of trouble for Roach. Oh, and I can't forget about the time she made fun of Rihanna after the DV incident with Chris Brown. The video just resurfaced a couple of weeks ago, and it's as bad as you think.
I'm sorry, baby. Trying to apologize. Look what you've done to my eyes. Please, just go right now. Was thinking I was gonna say sorry, girl, not hardly. Baby, I'm about to beat you. Gotta whoop it like a dopey, baby.
Child, what was even the point of that? The whole video was so unnecessary, and it's weird that she was mocking a victim only a couple of days after she got beat up. That's just horrible, and she just exposed herself as a DV apologist with that tweet. But just because that was many years ago does not mean that she has changed, because she is still in the business of shaming DV victims. A couple of days ago, she tweeted this post about Jonathan Majors' case and said, Jonathan Majors, accuser appears unhurt, clubbing in video. And she deleted it almost immediately. Now, before y'all come for me, I'm not saying that Jonathan did it or not, because that case hasn't been presented in court yet. But it's weird that Tiffany is trying to shade the woman by hinting that she is lying just because she went clubbing and is living her life after the messy event. Just because she's moving on with her life doesn't mean that she's lying. So Tiffany was weird for trying to insinuate that she is. So yeah, like I said, Tiffany and Jada are two women who get dragged for completely different reasons because people just don't like Tiffany for who she is. Jada knows this, and she is distancing herself. I mean, they were great friends before this mess, and they had a lot of fun while they were filming Girls Trip together, but their friendship didn't end on set alone, because Tiffany used to hang out a lot with Will and Jada.
Perfect.
Yes, all right, so I took Tiffany out to dinner with Will and I, okay? And I was like, all right, it's Friday night, so I was like, okay, what are you doing tomorrow? She's like, I got this Groupon, I'm gonna go on a swamp trip. And I'm like, well, who are you going with? And she's like, nobody. And I'm like, nobody? Well, I thought you had a coupon for a group, meaning the four of us to, you know, go on one of those fan boats.
Yeah, that you see the swamp. Yeah, you see that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She said, girl, this is a Groupon. This is a Groupon. Like, we're gonna go with a bunch of people. I was like, what? I was like, all these people? I was like, Tiffany, I got Will. This could get really crazy.
Because people were freaking out. They're like, dude, is Will Smith on our alligator tour? Like,
so, exactly. So I'm getting like crazy. You know, I'm super protective of him. I'm like, look, Will, you gotta go home. He's like, forget that. I'm not going home. I want to go on a swamp tour.
Did you have fun?
We had the best time
ever.
Really?
It was.
But ever since Tiffany got canceled, Jada has been like,
I hate to say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street, I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
And according to insiders, Tiffany understands why Jada is distancing herself, because Jada has a lot of scandals on her own, and if she gets publicly associated with Tiffany, it's going to cause a whole lot of trouble for her. Jada feels like people are always looking for a reason to drag her, and if she appears to be publicly supporting Tiffany, the internet is going to lose its mind and she would get dragged into some messy drama. So Jada is picking her peace of mind over her friendship with Tiffany, and honestly, I can't blame her for that, especially since they're both going to be filming Girls Trip 2 pretty soon, and Jada needs to set strict boundaries to protect herself. Someone commented, while y'all going in on Tiffany Haddish, Jada sneaking her troublesome butt into the movie unscathed. Like, other people left comments saying, Tiffany isn't the only one who did creepy things. I'm pretty sure Jada got more to hide than Tiffany. So Jada don't think she's done anything wrong, huh? You embarrassed your entire family when you took advantage of a young man's vulnerability, and Jada needs to have a seat forever. She's the last one to be speaking on anything moral. But do you guys think Jada is being a bit of a hypocrite by cutting Tiffany off, or do you think she's doing the smart thing by cutting Tiffany off? Let me know your thoughts, and then check out the drama in this next video.